Hi, decided to do a tutorial for Lost in Music by Sister Sledge. Something that I've been learning a lot of lately, Nile Rodgers tracks, and you see an awful lot of people playing the wrong chords online. So just wanted to upload a video of what I'm pretty certain are the right chords. If anybody's got anything to say, then please pop a comment below, but I will write out in the description the name of the chords in the order that I'm talking about. And I'm pretty certain that this is what he plays on the record. So start off with the intro then. The first chord is a C 6th 9th chord, which is quite simply barring from the A string on the 5th fret straight down. From there he then adds 2nd finger on the 6th fret of the B string and 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the D string to make an F6 chord, and you'll recognise that as on the record at the beginning. Now the little upstroke that you hear is him adding his little finger, 4th finger, onto the 8th fret of the high E to catch that C that's on there. So that sounds like. From there, then does a quick grace chord on the C 6th 9th, but only on the way down to actually strumming a G major, which is the next chord. So again, I'll play that transition. And some of you may be more familiar to seeing that like that, but for the players who play with over the thumb, it will look a little bit more that way. From there, if I could play it properly, go down to a B flat major 7. Again, always catching that high E on the way out, and I'll play through this in a second so you get a feel for what it sounds like. And then back up to the C 6th 9th chord. So I'll play through all of that intro for you now. And he plays that twice. Once you've played that twice, the first lyric's going to come in. We're lost in music is the word. And this is actually what you play for the chorus as well. So it kind of drops into the chorus before it then goes back into the verse, before then actually playing the full chorus. So the chords are very, very similar for this. So after you've played the second time round and you've come back round to your C 6th 9th chord, this is where it then turns into that classic Nile Rodgers funk kind of groove. So all of this is just up and down with the right hand, and you're muting with your left hand the notes that you don't want to come out, and fretting the notes that you do want to. So if you haven't played any funk style guitar before or done any muting with your left hand, I would recommend just hold that F6 chord and practice not letting anything out other than when you want to. So just to be clear, if you're holding it down too much, it will sound like this and you'll have notes ringing through. If you're not holding it down enough, you'll get some notes ringing out. So you want to really be able to and I'm just really gently just pushing on the strings just to get that little bit of sound out of them when I want it. So that's something you're going to have to practice and just endure with until you get it. And listening to the record will really just help you know when you want to let those notes out and when you want to mute them with your left hand. But once you get that technique, these are the chords that you're going to want to play. So first of all, it's the F6, but he does make use of that C up here again, and that sounds like... He then plays a quick grace chord again of the C6 ninth before going down to the G major. So that's... And the next chord is B major 7, B flat major 7, sorry, the same as last time. But instead of playing it down here, it's going to be played up here. And that's, the root is on the 8th fret of the A string, and then you're just barring the top 3 strings on the 10th fret. And then it's back to C 6th ninth down there. So I'll play through that whole section so you can hear it all together. It does sound nice if you're playing it as just a single guitar, or it's a little bit more obvious. When you're... I just play a grace F6 to kind of smooth the transition down to the chord, but I think on the recording, because there's a lot of piano going on and other instruments, he does just wait and then come in. And again, you're going to play that twice from the point where We're Lost in Music starts, that first lyric. Play it through twice. Now, the next change is what I'm going to call the verse, just for simplicity. And this is the part of music that starts on Have You Ever Seen? So this bit, again, very, very similar chords. And once you know this, you're going to be able to use these 3 sections to play the whole song. So from Have You Ever Seen, he's playing F6, and this is you're voicing pretty much the full chords now. You're not playing that funk style. That's just for the chorus, really. So it goes from F6, quick grace C 6th ninth, down to the G major 7. So. Down to the B flat major 7, but then this time slide it up exactly the same position to the C major 7 before going back to the F6. And then the bit that you'll all probably recognise from the record is he does again use that C up here on the 8th fret on the E for the... So I'll play that bit all through. And once you know that, you should know the whole song. So I'll just play through that first intro bit so you can hear it all together. But this should be sort of how it should sound like.